Hello, what up, guys? You're welcome to another episode of my weekly trading recap. This is third week of March, and in this video, I'll be giving you guys a breakdown of the trades I took this week. As usual, we've been doing this since February now, and this is like about the sixth episode or the seventh, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get right into the analysis. All right. So, in total, I took seven trades this week. I took four trades on gold USD. I took two trades on NAS 100, and I took just one trade on US 30. You might be wondering what am I doing with the new pair? So recently, because I said like if you've been following my video, you know that the only pair I trade is just good. But recently, I've been backtesting NAS and US 30, and they've had a very good like price action um, based on my strategy. So I decided to like add them to my watch list. And since then, so far this week that I've traded them, I've actually made profit from them. The three times I traded both of these pairs, I won two times and I only lost one trade. So which is a good reason for me to like still leave it, and I'm still trying it out. Alright. So without wasting much time, let's get straight into the analysis. Now, this is the gold trade. I started with gold, and as you all know, in my last video, I stated that I am trading two accounts, just two accounts for the month of March. I got a new 25k account. If you guys remember the issue that happened with funding fees, so the when they refunded the challenge fee for the 25k account that I bought, I passed both the phase one and phase two, and they couldn't give me a live login for the account. So they refunded the challenge fee, and I used that money to like purchase a new 25 challenge account from Fundedness, and that is what I'm currently trading. So I got it before March, and I started trading it March. All right, in March, and as well I have the 15k account which I got as a bonus offer from the month from last month, and I'm also trading it. So the 15 coming into March, the 15k account was at phase two already, and the 25k account was like I just got it for the month of March, and this is the progress so far. So this week I took a total of four trades. All right. So I think in the first during the first and second week of March, I was actually in it. I took some trades on the 25k account, which was in a drawdown if minus 2%. I think it wasn't the 25k account wasn't in a drawdown because I made profit. I think the second week, all right, that actually brought it up to some percentages. Then I took some losses that actually brought it back to like 1 or 2% or so. I think that was the last recap for last week. All right. Then coming into this week, I was just having like 1% left on the account, the 25k. Then on the 15k account, I was already in deep drawdown on that account. I was in drawdown it for about 7% or 8. It was close to 8%. All right, approximately 8%. Then this was how this week went. All right. So this week started there, which was on 17th of March. So we started here. This was 17th of March. I did not catch any of these trades. All right. I did not catch any of these trades. I did not catch this trade on Monday. I was just, sitting on my desk, and I was just watching what price action did because I did not get any of my setup. I did not get any structure that looks like something that I trade. All right. So, and the best thing to do when the market condition is like this is to like stay off the market and just watch. All right. See the structure present itself. So I was just watching. This was Monday. I think this was Monday. Monday started there. Let me indicate that. Okay, there's no this was Monday, this was Tuesday, still no structure, and this was Wednesday. So Wednesday, this was where market started giving me structure. So this was number one trade, number two, number three, and I'm going to clean this off so we can go over them one after the other. So coming to this was how the market opened on Wednesday, because Wednesday 19th was when I took my first trade for the week. All right, so this was where market started reacting from. You can see we reacted of these inducements there. After market took out this inducement, you can see the price started pushing up. So, and when price started pushing up, this was um this was a breakup block. So first off, we'll have this high here that was broken. So after this high here, you can see this first pullback tap into this breaker block, all right? Now I was like, I wanted to use this model. All right, this was the model I trade. So one will have two levels and market breaks them caps on this level. There's a high probability that market will use this second breaker block as the right zone, the right POI, using this first one as liquidity. All right. So market will react from this very first one, right? From the last one, rather, using this one here as liquidity. So that was the concept behind this particular trade here. And I have to take my trade from here. So let me clean all the charts so you can see. So this was where I wanted to like trade from, all right? Leaving this as, this was where I wanted to trade from. My stop loss was just right below it. Then I was targeting this high. So this was how my first trade actually looked on Monday. And on the 25K account, I was actually, risking 2%. But on that particular trade, because I wasn't very, very sure of the trade and it was like a very minor structure, I was still expecting price to like come down because we've been buying on good now. So trading, trying to catch these highs, all right, or trying to join the trend, as you can see from the screen, was very, very, so I had to reduce the risk to like 1%. And it did not just, we just triggered and went straight to stop loss. So that was how I lost about $216, I think. So I'm going to put the amount on the screen. All right, so that was the first trade. Then after we broke this particular POI that couldn't hold, so that was my buyer started to change for gold. I was like, maybe we are going to sell because of this impulsive pullback. All right, now because of that impulsive pullback, I started to, see more opportunities. So this was the first. All right, so price started pulling back up. So this was where we took out this low. So the moment price took out this low, we started um pumping. Price started going up. You can see what happened here. So I want to show you guys where I caught that second trade on same Wednesday. So this was the second trade September, so I can clean this up. So let's go to the 5 minute time frame. So the second trade I did was on the 5 minute time frame. That was where I got the idea. So you can see market reacted this of this other block. Here you can see this accumulation here that price just took out here as liquidity. All right. So and this was another breaker block here. So the breaker block, this was the demand zone that was supposed to hold, but price could not hold. You can see that impulsive break. So this was where I took my entry for the sell. So I refined this to be a bit low to this point, and my stop loss was just there. All right. Then I was targeting this low. All right. So this is like 1 to 4. So let's see how this played out. So this trigger down was actually running. All right. So then I got another entry from here. So I got another entry. This was where I entered my second trade. And the moment we took out this low, this particular trade, the first one, I trade the stop loss to like break even to the entry, so that if price reverses, it's going to be stopped at a break even. So being that I've already enter the second position. So I was having two positions on this particular trade. So the first one was already a break even because we're taking out this low, and this is the second one running. This is the only one that is not risk free. The first one was already running risk free. So this was how the setup looked like, and I took this particular setup on the, because this first trade I took it on the 25K account. Then this one I took it on the 15K account, because the way I usually do it is that I trade, if I'm trading more than one account, I trade one setup per an account. All right. So if I'm taking a trade, let's say I see a trade, I'll take it on one of the account, let's say the 15K account. Then the next trade will have to be on the second account. All right. So that is how I do it. Since I've taken a loss on this one on the 25K account, so the next trade now was on the 15K account. All right. So look at what price did. We dropped a bit, all right, and price reversed. So the first one was already at break even, and that is how we lost to this one. So we lost this particular trade, and this one hit break even. So we lost 2%. And remember, the 15K account was just having 2% left on it. It was already on minus 8% drawdown, and that was how I lost the 15K. So this was the point where I lost the 15K, and the 25K was still intact. I think the 25K was still there. We've just lost about 1% on it, bringing it back to like break even. So this was how I traded. So I have to like leave good because I wasn't seeing any entry. Tried to buy, got stopped out. Tried to sell, got stopped out. So I left good. And at that point, that was when I was backtesting this particular pair, these both pairs. So this was the price action that US 30 was giving me, and that was same day, same 19th, when good was doing all of this stuff. So this was where I got in. Price reacted off this breaker block. You can see the impulsive break. So price is using this as support zone. So we've tapped there, and you can see this move upwards. So we have liquidity here. I would have entered here, but I was just waiting it out, and that was why I missed this first move. All right, but the moment price came to this place, I knew this was a trend line break and retest, and this was where we broke out. So I didn't just wait. I entered off this. The moment I saw this like spike here, this candle spike, I knew this was liquidity. All right. So I put my entry. My stop loss was covering below this, and that was how I took the trade. So this particular trade now was on the 25K account. All right. Remember the last trade I lost on gold was on the 15K that made me lose the account. So the next trade was on the 25K account. So that was where I took this US 30 trade, and boom, you can actually see. You have to see how this trade actually went. It was very sweet trade. All right, went straight to TP. We've already went straight to TP before the price reversed. So before I even got to TP, I've like made, because it was already at break even, so I needed, this was like about 4% that I made. This was like, because I was risking 2%, and this is like 1 to 3. All right, so it was like 6%. So I already made the 8% that was required on the account before it got to take profit, and that was how I passed the phase 1 of the 25K account. So I passed the phase 1 because I've been trading on the account. So the 5 trading, minimum 5 trading days was already complete. So I requested for the second phase 2 logins, and it was sent to my email. So I logged in the email, and the next day was on Thursday. So this was what happened on Thursday. I went back to good. So this was Thursday price action. Wednesday started here, and this was where Thursday started. So we started pulling back on Thursday. This was Asian session. Market was just dropping. So this was what I was seeing on Thursday. Let me clean this up. So this was what I was seeing on Thursday. Market dropped from here. You can see good, swept this liquidity, and now we're coming back. All right. So market was reacting up this breaker block, and I know this is like my typical break and retest. You can see higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, and market is trying to react off this particular zone. So this was where I took my entry for good. So I got my first entry here. So now we already have the phase 2 account of the 25K. So this was where I took my first trade on gold. All right, take 50% of the this breaker block here, or other block. All right, and I was targeting this particular high for a 1 to 5. Then I was on this trade because gold did not have much liquidity. You can see all of this. This was a very like slow consolidation. I was waiting compared to NAS. So I have to go to NAS. Look at that consolidation. Look at this consolidation that even took gold to get to this point. Look at NAS here, because when I got this trade idea on gold, I went to NAS too, and I got the same trade idea. Look at, we just tapped this breaker block here. Look at this structure here. So market just swept liquidity, and you can see that face. I actually wanted to enter off here, but I wanted to see more confirmation now, because I just lost one of my accounts, and you can you already know how that tells on the psychology, so I have to be like more careful. I was very skeptical about taking some trades, so I needed more confirmation to actually get in and getting some trades. So that was just the case for this now. The reason why I didn't like get in from this place. So because I actually wanted to buy from here. So I have to wait for price to tap here and start moving up, all right, to give me that buying momentum that we are still going to go up. So I got this particular structure. Look at this snipe or spike rather, which is what I love to see. That was giving me liquidity. I just have to enter the next order block, my low covering, my stop loss covering this low, and that was how I caught when gold was, because I was already on the gold trade. So when gold was still consolidating, I was already in on this trade, and you can see no single retracement candle, and we just went straight to TP. That was how I passed the phase 2 of the 25k account in just one trading day, because I got the logins on Wednesday and the next day was Thursday, which I got this trade and I passed it. So it was just one trading day, and the minimum trading day required for me to get the live logins is 5 days. So I have to wait till like next week, Wednesday. So it means I'm going to start opening small lot size trade on the account, so actually count for the trading day. So I'm going to do it on Friday, I'm going to do it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That is when it would like complete 5 days, and the logins for the live account will be sent to me. So that was how my week actually went, guys. So the moment I hit this target, I just closed off my system. I did not like trade again for Thursday. I did not take any trade again. So look at when we hit TP here. If you go back to the gold trade, we were already at this point. So the good it actually helped part, because I was already up in profit here, about 2 arrow, and I've already made my target there. So the both of them actually helped the 5% that we made. So it was very the easiest 5% I've made on go. So that was on Thursday, and you see, look at the go trade. Thank God I was able to like get off on time, because this particular go trade later reversed on Friday. Look at Friday price action. That was where it reversed. Then on Friday, look at what happened. I was getting this structure since market has already reacted from here. I was looking this as an order block that market reacted from, and now we have this liquidity here, and we have this order block to buy from. So there was no accounts left for me to like put this, because I can't trade on the 25k account. I've already made the target, so I kind of funded a little amount to actually trade this. So unfortunately for me, it was the amount I funded, I think about $100. So I lost it because it went straight to, look at what happened. We got that push. I was like, it seems like we're going to have a good day again, good trading day. And boom, look at what happened. Market went straight to stop loss, and that was how I lost the money. So that was the only loss I took on Friday. So NAS was the last trade. And if you should count it, how many trades in total? 1, 2, 3, right? 4. Then go to NAS, 5, 6. Then the US30, 7 trades, making it the 7 trades. So next week by Wednesday, I'll be getting the live logins for 25k account, and I'll be happy, because this goes a long way to show that what funding people actually did not really like affect the whole of my trading. I was able to use that challenge fee they refunded to get another account from a profit, and now I've passed both the phase 1 and phase 2, and I'm waiting to get my live login. Hopefully we get the logins and we'll trade again, make money, and we'll be withdrawing again. All right, so that is just basically for the third trading week of March. So next week is the 4th and the last trading week of March, and I hope it goes well. I hope next week brings a lot of good opportunities and stuff like that. So I think there's new rules with fundedness now, because the prop firm account that I'm trading currently is fundedness. So there are new rules. Like their first payout cycle used to be 1 month, but now they've reduced it to like 21 days. So let's see how this goes. Even if I make money on this funded account, I'll be waiting for payouts April, I think so, or May, anyone. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Please subscribe, like, and let me know what you think about this trading experience. Let me know in the comment section, and we'll keep growing together. Peace out, guys.